Hello and welcome to the latest edition of the Murphy Pipe and Civil Newscast. We kick off this newscast with some great news after crews working on the 125 kilometre Santos pipeline project set a new company record for welding. A 70-man welding crew put the foot firmly on the production pedal and reset the company's record books with an amazing 2.8 kilometres of pipeline welded in just one day. To put those production efforts into perspective, the crew welded 156 18-metre pipes in a single shift, which equates to around one pipe every 4 minutes. Adding to this impressive feat, the project's lower and lay crews also set an amazing pace, with 5.1 kilometres also trenched in a single shift. While certainly impressive, the most pleasing outcome is that this outstanding production rate has been achieved in an injury-free workplace with not a single missed time injury or lost time injury recorded. It's a clear demonstration that MPC's risk management strategies are the rails that carry the train of production and that this project is very much on track. Outstanding productivity has also been achieved by crews working on the QC LNG gathering project. Crews took a moment to celebrate recently when they hit the 3,000 kilometre mark for HDPE pipe installed on QGC's gathering network. Using conventional trench and bury methods with excavators and the company's fleet of innovative spider ploughs, MPC crews have been installing up to 240 kilometres of HDPE pipe a month to construct the network. It's a significant feat for the company's hard-working crews. Over the past few years, crews have performed about 200,000 welds, laid more than 180,000 pipe lengths, and fully tested and commissioned well over 50% of the pipe network. When completed, the entire network will span about 4,700 kilometres and be the largest of its kind in Australia. Now to MPC's work within the renewable resources sector. Crews have nearly completed the construction of the Surat Basin's first ever micro LNG plant just outside Miles. The project includes a 1.7 kilometre carbon steel feed line that will stretch from QGC's sales station to BOC's micro LNG facility. The project also includes 2.3 kilometres of fibre optic cabling as well as extensive civil works for both facilities. Crews on the project have been awarded a big tick of approval from auditors for their outstanding effort on project safety, quality, engineering and documentation. The project underwent 2 spot checks by the Queensland Government's Chief Petroleum and Gas Inspector and BOC's SHEQ Queensland Manager. Both checks revealed the project was in good order. So good, in fact, that not one single corrective action was required, a first for the industry. When complete, the micro LNG plant located next to the Condamine power station will produce LNG on site, which will then be on-sold to customers. The LNG fuel will be particularly sought after by the trucking industry, which plans to use LNG on retrofitted trucks as part of its move away from diesel to cleaner fuel alternatives. The good news is the project delivers a significant decrease in environmental impact with its production of 50 tonnes of LNG per day. This is equivalent to around 70,000 litres of diesel and equates to a 25% reduction in greenhouse emissions. And MPC has broadened its services to the CSG industry, with 2 of its subsidiary companies, UPT and Australian Fusion Welding, opening their doors in Chinchilla and Dalby. Both companies have answered the call of the CSG industry to access the types of specialist services they offer within close proximity to their Surat Basin operations. UPT now has established a NATAR accredited testing laboratory in Chinchilla to provide CSG companies with state-of-the-art valve calibration services. The locally based calibration laboratory means CSG companies will not be forced to use interstate testing facilities, which is not only costly but also requires increased lead times. The UPT team now provides full calibration services either in-house or on-site through its mobile field unit. And the same level of locally based customer service can now be provided by Australian Fusion Welding, which recently opened a fully operational workshop in Dalby. Australian Fusion Welding is a specialist HDPE prefabrication company, providing CSG companies with the latest in thermoplastic fusion welding solutions. Its proximity to CSG operations means this can be achieved in a far more cost-effective and efficient manner. The company's investment in Dalby drew praise from the Western Downs Mayor, Ray Brown, who commended the company for its ongoing service to the CSG industry, as well as its commitment to local employment across the region. To fleet news, and a major investment in plant and equipment will ensure MPC's fleet is second to none. The company spent more than $15 million updating its fleet, with the most recent purchase being 18 excavators and 25 trucks. The company has also purchased new graders, rollers, loaders and bulldozers. MPC has earned a solid reputation within the industry for its ability to self-perform on all of its large-scale pipeline projects. To do this, it's necessary to have a dependable and modern fleet of plant and equipment. The company now has a very modern fleet valued in excess of $150 million, which is capable of taking on a range of large-scale projects. Now to community news, and MPC has once again dug deep to help out a number of great causes across the Surat Basin, and in this instance all have a big sporting theme. MPC got behind the Battle of the Bush in Roma recently, sponsoring Brisbane's premier teams, Brothers and Norths, to travel to Roma to put on an A-grade rugby show for local rugby fans. MPC teamed up with fellow sponsors Mass Accommodation and Avmin to put on the event, which apart from being a huge success, helped raise money for the local Roma Echidnas Rugby Club. A host of former rugby greats such as Chris Buddahandy and Tony Shaw took to the stage to recount their glory days on the field. MPC outbid everyone at the fundraising auction to take home a Roma and Brothers jersey stitched together to signify the strong bond between city and country rugby. To safety now, and MPC crews continue to demonstrate safe driving behaviour right across all projects, with more than 800 employees recording perfect scores in the company's safe driving campaign. It's a positive behaviour that's paid off for 4 MPC employees who'll now be jetting off to a fantastic holiday destination after their names were drawn from the barrel of eligible safe drivers. The Safe Driving campaign has been an outstanding success since being introduced 2 years ago. While driving safe is just a part of our normal workday, the initiative is a great incentive and opportunity to recognise those doing the right thing when behind the wheel. Well, that concludes this edition of MPC News. Until next time, stay safe.